hello everybody. This is Jan, and we are already having round 4 out of 7 of the Chess Dojo under 1900 classical tournament. I wanted to win. I still want to win, but as I lost 2 rounds already, I think this is not possible anymore. It's 9 p.m. I'm super tired, and we'll see how this goes. Hopefully, I don't fall asleep. And there's one thing that I'd like to let Balint know before he can introduce everything. That is, last time, Balint, I said something
Hello.
where yes, you're on. That is something where I thought about a lot during the week, and that was I was complaining that my opponent played like 20 perfect moves. So, yeah, if he plays it, so what? Then I need to play 21 perfect moves. So that's
Exactly.
not a matter of complaining. Okay. And guys, Balint put me into some kind of prison because of the game being so bad last week. I'm happy I'm out of the prison and we can start with the game. So, Balint, do you want to say anything before we start?
That was not my plans. I don't have enough tools to do that. So, but be careful. That was a warning. So tonight you have to play much better and know that prison moves, please.
Yes, we see. Okay. So then the drill, as always, is I can speak during the game, but I cannot hear Balint. So he can just, give his comments to my thoughts, and that is kind of a real nice way for me afterwards, if I take a look at the video, to see what Balint said to my thoughts, of course. So that's a learning experience. And with that, I'm just going to take out my headphones and ask Ogami-itto. Ogami-itto is a character out of a Japanese manga, some kind of samurai fighter. So I have to fight tonight. And he's out of provisional rating. His real rating is 1679. That's also nice to finally get someone that is out of that provisional rating. So with that, Balint, it's all yours. I take out the headphones, and Ogami-itto, please start our game. Thank you, and have a great game, of course.
Hello, chess lovers. Have a good luck, Jan, and I cheers for a nice game and interesting game at first. So stay with us and let's see what is coming. As Jan introduced, this is the fourth
Turn
round.
off the microphone.
I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he forgot to close the turn off the sound. Yeah, d4 f5. Why I said that? Oh yeah, because we some old viewers and knew that the Jan favorite opening against literally every move except a4 except a4 and g4 is f5 as the first move for Dutch defense. So d4 f5. Last time we have the same thing. Bishop f4, that London structure. So I think maybe small advice for someone who wants to learn new opening could be that fact. If someone likes to play London, basically I think you can play this Lenin City variation of Dutch defense with f5, g6, knight f6, bishop g7, and probably short castle plan. Because that bishop, in my opinion, is not good on f4, and usually players goes with that schematic story: knight f3, bishop f4, e3, bishop d3, knight bd2, c3, and very stable structure. But black doesn't have a problems here in my opinion, Jan is enough active into the center, completely eyeing that e4 square, central square. So it's a completely okay position, and big recommendation for especially for the beginners under 2000. Uh, for everyone, I think you should play something like this, and Chess Dojo doing a great job giving the very simple advices, solid structures for the beginners, and you will not bother yourself so much about that theory and opening preparation. Play this one, and later your creativity, talent can come up, and you can show the potential and chess knowledge. So just standard safe opening, and I don't know, bishop e2. In my opinion, small inaccuracy for white. Bishop probably is better works on the, I don't know, d3, or who knows? Maybe it's okay. Anyway, bishop has to be developed somewhere uh, to open the space for the castle, and white obviously wants to take a fast approach at the beginning, which is very cool and very smart choice. Okay, after castle, h3, d6. Uh-huh. Hmm. White position is still flexible about that options where he's going with the castle, where he goes with the castle. So maybe g4 also is available, but I think black is completely safe. And when opponent when your opponent is not finished with development, with his development, and he starts with some activities on the side, like for now g4 or something, our king position, uh, you should react into the center. But we'll see. Let's see what is coming. c6 and standard story. I'm coming soon. Hello, hello. I was out very short, and I didn't want to do any commentary about this position before this move c4. So
Sorry for
the,
interrupting. Hi, Balint. Hi, chat. And what can I say? We have another Dutch, and I just play the standard formation. And from here, I have to improvise, of course. But I try to play fast and see how it goes, of course. We'll find out as usual. Okay.
c4. The idea, of course, is to develop for white is to develop the queen side to take some central squares and knight c3. Of course, black goes with a very old model that is just queen e8, knight bd7, and probably e5 is coming. That is the way how black finish his development. So, in my opinion, before knight, exactly, bravo, Jan. Instead of knight h5, do not start the fight if you don't have full army. You need to bring the soldiers and to give them some weapons and tools for this upcoming fight into the center. So knight bd7 helps about control on e5, knight h5 is coming, and that seems very, very cool and very active approach for Jan, and standard approach. So white for white, we can say that white has to organize his activities on the queen side, and probably at this moment d5 is the only chance to stop e5 push, and then very, very fast approach with the pawns into the center, and the king side gives black very effective counter chances. But we'll find out soon. Hello, welcome the viewers, welcome the Urkam, and hello Andrew. Thanks for watching us and to staying with us. About this Leningrad variation, beside the Yan, aside the Yan, who knows? Maybe some future artificial intelligence is enough strong. And yes, as I said before, I'm joking. This move is completely correct. This approach, instead of queen b3 and some silly threat to with discover check c5 or something like that. It doesn't work because of d5 or just king h8 if it's possible. White has to do first of all b4 to catch some space on the queen side, and then follow up queen rotation, queen b3, queen to b3. Yeah, bishop h2, as you said, is okay story, but e5 is coming even in that case. And later, of course, if you have a time, h6, king to h7, and then g5. So pawn storm is coming on the queen side, king side. There is more activities and more space for black and black pieces. So you have to surrender that fight and battle for the queen side. Just stay low as possible with your pawns on the queen side and try to organize and focus all of your units and full army on the other side, on the king side. And I believe you should have a good position, good activities, and very nice attacking prospects on the king side. But as I as my English works bad, and I like to say, we will see. So stay with us and let's check what is coming.
Hello, chat, and hello, Barland. Maybe for these moves, the last two moves, I get a prison sentence from Barland again because I haven't seen this before in any course or something or in a master's game. This is just something that I thought of that it could be nice to get, of course, control of the e5 square. I wanted to remove one defender. And if this is clever or not will be a surprise.
Yeah, still no prison punishment for Jan, but who knows? I don't know this. I don't like this move f4 immediately. Probably I will pick the idea to push e5. As I said, in my philosophy is to bring all army, to involve all these pieces into the fight, and that is the reason why I will pick some preparation move and strike into the center with the move e5. I don't see the problems about this e5 move, and also gives me some chances to stop his the opponent activities into the center. Now I'm not sure is e4 is available for white, and does that works? Bishop is really bad, ugly, badly spotted on h2, but either the black knight, young knight on h5 is pointless. He doesn't have any further activity there, and I don't know. I'm not sure. Probably e4, e5, and if white goes d5, I think Jan should block everything what is possible and available to block with the move c5. When we have a fully blocked center, in that case, in that variation, as I said, e4, e5, d5, c5, we have three main central files blocked, so E, D, and C files. In that conditions, we have a time to start pawn attack and pawn storm on the side, and we call that side attack, and that goes very well when we have some blockades into the center. So enough time for black to go further with pawn storm activities on the king side. But let's check what is coming. I'm not sure about this move because white maybe can take everything, and our e pawn stays very suspicious there on e7. So that is a strange. That is always weakening through the e file, and that pawn is backward pawn. So at one moment we have to push him further e5 or something seems completely logical, and that is coming, but he'll stay isolated. That is the reason why I said maybe e5 was a more logical and uh, better way to prepare that upcoming aggression with f4. But let's stay calm. We'll see what is coming. Thanks, Andrew, for your ideas. d5, knight h5, bishop h2, c5. Yeah, c5 is okay, but e6 okay. d5, c5, knight g5. I don't know if black can make this work. So d5, c5, knight g5. Of course, e6 square is vulnerable, but you can just develop your knight and he can't jump on e6, you'll take that, and pawn on e6 stays very weak, and you'll catch him later. So d5, h6, just to get rid of knight g5 stuff. Yeah, thanks Andrew for a lot of ideas you share with us, and let's see. Hmm. The point when knight jump there on g5, that is not, something deadly for Jan, and he can survive even bishop h5, gh5, doubling the pawns, but opening the G file a very active approach. So that is not a threat. I'm more worried about E6 square, but after D5 maybe you don't need to push C5. That's the point about this story, Andrew. Maybe Black can play knight E5 or something like that. I'm worried maybe about directly knight g5, knight f6, and bishop is just activated, and h6 is coming later. We'll see. We have multiple ways how we can how we can play. Please go ahead and critical my ideas. That's how I can learn. Uh, you already gave some assessment with these question marks, and thanks for that. So that is just ideas, and we are discussing about that. So that is very welcome. My previous comment about d5, was position after knight bd7. Let me check. Okay, so I'll do this directly. So after knight bd7, you mentioned d5. I think that is a kind of theory. Yeah, just get rid. So my previous comment about d5, c5, h6 was position after knight bd7. After knight bd ninth move, knight bd7, and d5. I think d5 is a theory, and in that case, usually black has to go with the move e5. Then en passant d6, en passant d6, queen e6, and it's not possible. I'm sorry. So d5, d6 stays weakened, so that doesn't work. Maybe c5 is not necessary, but what can we do? d5 is, I believe, the best move for white in these positions, because you are progressing, you are making some progress, and knight d4 or knight g5 is very very dangerous. That is the reason why I said we should play very carefully with the black pieces, and I will tell that to Jan. So I will tell that Jan to be careful about that queen e8 movement after the game. Maybe it was slightly better to develop the knight, and some potential knight h5, e5 directly, to avoid these problems and troubles about d5. But yeah, Andrew, thanks for that. That is nice education. We can learn this this Dutch together. Yeah, stay with us. I'm coming soon. Hello, hello. And yeah, Andrew, we have our suspicious are here on the over the board, and that d5 is coming. Master Ogami-itto listening us, and probably he took this d5 advice, or reading our messages into the chat. Anyway, nice work, Ogami-itto. What can we say for Jan? What is necessary? So this d5 prevents something like e5 directly because of en passant d e6. Nothing is changed. The c6 is protected, so nothing hangs. So we have I don't know, maybe even e5 works. Pressure on the e file. Knight e5 also seems interesting. I think Jan should make some progress. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Maybe this is also available. Fe3. Fe3. I think that is the reason why White has to push e4 to take first of all control into the center. Otherwise, I believe Jan can take that on e3, fe3, and very active move bishop h6. Bishop to h6 attacking e3 pawn. I'm not sure is that good, is that works, but I know that if White goes after fe3, bishop h6, the pawn is hanging, and there is a threat to take the pawn and fork the king and rook on c1. That is a fact. Also after fe3, bishop h6, queen d4, I believe some c5 or even e5 is completely logical and available for Jan. And in my opinion, in that case, very active, very strong attack on the king side is coming for Jan, and that is, in my opinion, very good idea. But this is super correct decision from Jan. He wants to take more time to realize, to organize his thoughts and plans for the future. So at this type of positions with the multiple plans, my suggestion is to take a time and think slowly. This is the moment when you have to think, when you need some bigger knowledge, deeper knowledge about fundamental stuffs in positions and future plans, what you can and what you want and what you can in the future, what is objective to be established in next few moves. Stay with us. We will see.
Hello, Barland, and hello, chat. Of course, the plan is to push e5, and with en passant, he can take it, but I really don't see a problem. So if I take it with the queen, he might come. Oh. Okay, so if he plays knight g5, he's attacking my queen. I have to go out of the way. And originally I wanted to play e7, but then he can take my knight with the bishop on h5. I take, he comes in with the queen. I don't like that too much, so I probably go back with the queen to e8. This is again a learning experience, Barland. Instead of learning it at home, the Dutch, I'm just learning it while playing. So we'll find out.
Yeah, and that is of course just a process and part of learning, and we are becoming better. So stay with us. Thanks for sharing your comments, and we are learning together. So, but is that position? Yeah, Bishop D6. I just said theoretically, Andrew, some ideas what we need to do in the future, and of course we have to check specific moment when are we doing that. Strange decision. First of all, as I said, fe3, and thanks for this idea. fe3, white. What if while doesn't go fe3? What if white doesn't go fe3 and instead gives the pawn of it dc6? Yeah. In that case, c6 could be protected on multiple ways. So black Jan can take that f2 pawn, so ef2 in between move check, and after that, who knows? Knight e5, knight c5, queen is also a good protector for a vulnerable c6 pawn. That is, in my opinion, not so good for white. But yeah. Seems cool, but even in that case, the final story, Andrew, is fe3, dc6, ef2, king h1, bc6, knight d4, maybe something like just knight to e5. Queen protects the c6 pawn, the bishop is protecting the e5, knight. That is minimum. I don't know. Maybe bishop e5 also works. King could be exposed there on h1. I think that doesn't work. But yeah, of course, nice, interesting ideas. We have to check that deeper. Anyway, we have something else in our position. That is move. That is a move number. I'm sorry, I want to see. Move number 12. Directly strike into the center. Now we'll see what is coming. Oh, whoa! I'm sorry, I completely forgot about this. Another option for Master Ogami-itto. That is That is actually very strange and tough decision if he takes on c6. So what Jan can do? Maybe e4.
Sorry, again interrupting here. And Barland, I know it is move 12 or 13 by now, and I didn't move the bishop on c8. I have this in mind somewhere at some stage, and it will happen.
Just toying with that, Jan, and you know what is coming. Prison is ready for you, and if you continue to play like this, I'm just, you are done. You are going into the chess prison. Yeah, last time I mentioned that move deserves three years of prison, but of course that is not what I was really very emotional during that game. Also now I'm becoming very emotional because Jan plays really fast some of these moves and completely ignores some facts. So fe3 was my choice, and I believe that was the best move with the idea like a bishop h6. I'm not telling that is a eternal solution and black is better, but that was the only one in my opinion. This e5 is a clear mistake. Probably Jan completely forgot, and he all just saw the option. Okay, d6 en passant and queen e6, and I'm okay. But what about dc6, bc6, and d6 is hanging? So uh, I don't know. Maybe the activity later doesn't stop, and you have rook d6, e4, f3. Who knows? Maybe that works, but it's really tough for the human brain, and I'm not sure does Jan everything calculated before this e5 move. But as I like to say, we will see. Stay with us. See you soon. Bye for now. Hello, guys. I took a short break just before this position. Obviously, the fire is coming, and some fights are coming into the center. I'm not sure. Is Jan blundered this queen d6, dc6, and queen d6 uh, op- option, and does he solve that, or is this kind of theory? I probably think that is very. I think that is very suspicious, in my opinion. Maybe you can organize some rook f7, bishop f8 idea to attack the queen on d6 and move her away. But we have to be very precise because of knight g5. I'm not sure. Bishop b7 was really bad move. Rook cd1, of course, pressure on the knight on d7. So it's really strange. Jan doesn't share his thoughts with us like usually, and I cannot comment. I don't have a yeah, rook f7 like he heard me, but of course he knew some ideas. Just cover that weaknesses on d6 and 7th rank. After bishop f8, maybe Jan can reorganize his bishop on the other diagonal, and of course this punch fe3 is very good for Jan. I'm not sure what is coming if white takes the pawn ef4. In that case, ef4 seems pointless and not enough for black after simple rook fe1. And if Jan takes that with his knight, his pawn structure is generally completely ruined. In that case, pawn on e5 stays isolated, and c6 pawn also. But very active and very good dynamic model and maneuvers for black are available. And something like bishop f8, bishop b4, or knight c5 or c5, opening that sniper from b7 could be the good options for Jan and for black pieces and black attack on the king side and into the center. So white has to go back with the queen to find some safe square for her and some important active position. I think white should play e4. If white goes with e4, and no more fe3, no more e4 problems, and further progression with central pawns. So that is super strange. Rook f7, of course, with a tempo move. Bishop f8.
Hi,
Queen
Balint,
has
and
to
hi,
go.
chat. Oh, I need to talk a little, so I need to keep me awake. And I think it's an exciting position. Never had this before on the board, I think. And as I'm not used to playing the Dutch, of course, I have no experience. And yeah, I'm a pawn down, but still, Balint might shake his head against vividly and is, well, threatening me with a week of prison, but I don't think I'm looking lost already. So we'll see. Yes. Anything else to say? Balint, this is news to you, and as you know, I applied for membership at FC St. Pauli 1910 chess division, and I got accepted. So now I'm officially a club member, not a team member, but a club member, or club buddy of Magnus Carlsen. So that is kind of nice. And they asked me if I can play over the board for them in their 10th team in a very low league. And if time allows, I'm going to do this, of course. Yes. So let's see what happened here.
Yeah, very nice, and congrats, Jan, for that. That's our very nice news. And of course, very good experience, and you'll catch some new chess friends there. Maybe you can, of course, learn something new and uh, get some smart advice from that guys. So of course, very useful. Like the chess dojo, nice tournaments organized in that bigger chess communes means a lot. Oh, and here we are. So first questionable move. I'm not sure what is coming, but obviously I believe the move bishop f8 gives some chances for black. Very active chances to take that pawn back, and later, of course, very strong idea for white is to play bishop c4. So c5 was probably played to free up to free up c4 square for the bishop, and that then skewer through the a2 g8 diagonal goes well. But Jan can cover that if he see the variation. I believe uh, taking this one is completely okay. And after that, it's okay if Jan takes the pawn with his knight. I believe that that can work, or even with his bishop is available if he will strike the e3 pawn. Oof, so many questions. As I said, I'm not satisfied with Jan's position, but he's a humble guy and he have a very objective goals, and he's happy to survive, and he's not dead yet, so I will not put him into the prison.
Oh, and Balint and chat, I'm again sorry to interrupt, especially in this position. I think it's exciting. But please give Balint some love, as he said, Jan, can we start a little later as I'm hungry? And I said, no, we can't. You just do it during the game. And maybe the game is now so exciting that he doesn't have the time to eat something. So yeah, just let him know that it's appreciated. At least I appreciate it a lot that Balint is doing the commentary. Helps me a lot and is hopefully exciting for the viewers, of course. So that's it from me.
Thanks, Jan, for the nice words. But yeah, I'm a learner also here, so I'm checking with you and thinking about the options for both players, trying to learn something useful and share tomorrow with my students. So the chess is brutal game. I mentioned that earlier because one mistake can lead you into the long-term suffer, and you can be under big pressure all the game, over 10-15 moves, very tough decisions, not comfortable situation, and that is why I'm trying to explain, Jan. that is really necessary to be super careful and very precise at the opening. E5 was not played super fast, but after, I don't know, minute and a half or 2 minutes, that move was maybe the game decider. That is why chess is brutal. One mistake, bye bye. But this one, of course, Master Ogami-itto. I like to say that. Do not. Oh yeah, I saw this variation, and that is the reason why I said knight c5 is good, because
And again,
we
sorry for
have.
interrupting. I'm really, really sorry, but I know that I don't take the time that I usually need to go through all this, and it's just a matter of my eyes are, well, basically falling down or falling close. So yeah, that's just one more thing. Okay.
Yeah, that is bad after a long time, a long day. After a long day, when you have to play very tough game, that is some uncomfortable situation, and of course, is the best if we have enough time to go on the over the board tournaments, and when you have some schedule, weekly schedule, but it's nowadays it's really tough or even not possible. Yeah, Queen E5 was on the board. So Jan problem is he has to play after his job and daily routine. So just time for the just have time for chess in the evening, and sometimes he's very tired, but still very dedicated to have some progress in about chess and to play some games, and these games are really useful for him, these longer games. Basically one mistake lead Jan into the all these troubles, and I don't see how uh, these suffers will go on. Everything is under pressure. Chess under fire, yeah. Rook e7. I think this is the best move, but I'm not sure is that enough or not. Bishop on b7 was the uh, last final mistake, and after that, I think black just goes down. What can I see? Rook d6 is also very tough move for black. Third third piece attacks the knight on e6, and that is of course very uncomfortable situation for black king. So e5 first mistake, bishop b7 also very I like to say that grandpa move, very scammer move, nothing uh, without question why and what this bishop doing there. Maybe Jan was under pressure because I said Jan develop your bishop, try to develop him before move number 23. I don't know, last game was something like that, but that bishop was okay there, and some other priorities were on the board. That fe3, that move earlier, was completely necessary to create a weakness and give us a target and some counterplay for the dark square bishop, freeing up the space all around the king, giving a chances for some further maneuvers with our generally really passive pieces. So that was the, I don't know, maybe the last objective chance. But who knows, the ogami-itto, Mr. Ogami-itto, have 20 minutes, 21 minutes. Maybe that time trouble could bring the some mistakes on the board and equalize this very tough position in the future. So we'll see. Stay with us, okay? I'm heading out to bed. Best of luck, Jan and Balin. Thanks, Andrew, to stay with us. Stay and sleep well. Bye bye. Hello, hello. What do we have here? We have a knight g5. Even stronger move than the Andri respond with bishop g7. I'm not sure, this is complete madness, but basically I believe queen d6 or just queen e4 gives white very also bishop e6 is very active. So after king h8, somewhere with the queen maybe on e6, and that is a piece up for white. I think this game is lost, and yeah, another game for Jan and this Dutch defense experience. So some a big lecture for today is again development. Still, you have to improve your development, Jan. You cannot play knight h5. That knight has to be into the center. Prepare the center. Make the fight equal into the center. Bring your forces, your pawns. Develop your other pieces, and then this rotation goes much easier. So development again. First knight to h5, 2 times played with the pieces, with one piece, f4 again, activity before you finish your development. Later some small, not small, big blunder, e5, d6 is hanging, and I'm satisfied how you play after that, but basically later you can do nothing when you make one big mistake. That happens because of small inaccuracies at the beginning. First 7-6 moves, 7 or 8 moves was completely okay, and that was correct. But then you should organize direct and immediately that pressure when where you want to push e5. That is necessary for you, forcing white to spend one tempo for d5. In that case, you should see when e5 is possible or d6 is hanging and goes down like in this game. What? Oh yeah. It's over. Uh, yeah. I just stayed shocked because the game is lost, and without rook, without with that big deficit, Jan doesn't have realistic chances to do something serious, and I think it's over. Yeah, Jan was very quiet today, and he didn't share his thoughts like he is doing usually. That is probably how his brain starts to work when he speaks and share some ideas. Today, I think he was uh, completely tired about, and it was long day for him. So, as I said, he wants to make some progress and to learn some new stuff in chess, but we need a fresh brain and fresh thoughts. Also, a lot of time to be very well
Yeah,
in
Balin,
good
the
mood.
chat basically is over, and I just see how long I can take it. We'll find out. Of course, flagging is not a chance. So, but tonight I'm not really unhappy or anything. So just a game.
Oh, now it's directly over with maneuver. Mm. With maneuver to develop for white to develop his last piece. That is his rook, and yeah, bishop e6 can be stopped, right? It's playable anyway until the next one. Yeah, thanks, Michael, for for staying with us and to do some commentary. And see you soon. It was playable. It was playable until the moment in this very dangerous spinning on the knight, and he goes down. It was not possible. Maybe instead of bishop g7, some idea to play knight g7. The last hope and chance. But even in that case, white is winning, and I believe this game was over far, far away before. Yeah, as I said. Anyway, thanks for being with us. Okay, so in this position. Good night, Andrew. I already wish you good night and see you soon. Yeah, as Jan said, this is just very last moments of this game, and he wants to see how long this could be, but probably he'll give up very soon because White have a clear path how to win very fast, how to destroy all these weaknesses, and yeah, a lot of forks, a lot of problems, and a very tough position for Jan, and it's completely lost. Yeah, 96 the best move, and what to say? Congrats, Master Ogami-itto. Thanks to be with us today, and congrats again. That was a nice game. If you want, you can stay to share your thoughts with us. We will be. I will see. Does Jan actually wants to analyze today's game because he's. I know him. He's super tired because usually he's completely energized and all the time he's speaking some jokes and laughing. But today is probably it was harder day. Yeah, it was anyway very nice game D5 and so I think White actually played really well and very solid game, maybe even more so. Some very good game without oscillation, without big blunders, just simple chess with a fast development. Only active other active plans and maybe some potential chances for Jan, in my opinion, must be connected with fe3, but we will check later with computer and we'll see what we miss and what I missed and what was the the idea for both players. Basically, I will not analyze this game after I don't know 20 or 30 moves. I don't see when Jan lost his rooks. I told him earlier, you never give up, Jan, and play until the end. But obviously, this is really tough to be to expect anything from this game. It is completely winning, and this is just a matter of time when when Jan when Black goes down. So multiple ways connected with the pass pawns. Anyway, I don't know. I think Jan should.
Hey, Balin, this is Jan, and I don't know if he's just taking extra caution, but I think it is so easy to finish me off here. But he still takes his time, which is probably wise. And yeah, of course, as always, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, the problem is this everything is super easy and you cannot hurt the white. This is very interesting. If we have a chances to force our opponent to play specific move, look at this. for example, in this position, if white plays and if he has to play rook f1, amazing checkmate knight e2. So knight e2 direct checkmate, but that is not what happened. What happens on the board, and now rook
Was still on,
a1,
sorry.
it's over. Rook a1, it's over. So yeah, Jan thought he will fight a good fight, but it is not possible. Rook down is a big disadvantage, and no way to do anything about that. Okay, so
I have no clue why he's not just playing rook a1, then getting rid of the pawn, just taking pieces and pawns away, and I'm done. It's, yeah, I don't know why, but, there it is. Okay.
yeah, and this is the final touch. This is the final touch, and this game is actually completely over. So if white wants, he can literally trade everything. He can take the knight exactly, take the pawn, spinning the bishop, and even
Yes, and now it's finally time. Congratulations, Ogami-itto. Very well done, and a lovely game, of course. And we'll see what Balint says. I told Balint everything about my situation before the game, and let's see what he says. I'm so curious. But again, Ogami-itto, you did a wonderful job. Thank you so much.
Yeah, congrats, Ogami-itto. Nice game, and very nicely played.
Hello, Balint.
Congrats. Hello, Jan. No prison today, do not worry.
Yeah.
No chess prison for today, do not worry. I completely understand you. You are usually energized and you're joking. You speak some jokes and laughing and share your thoughts with us. But today I think it was hard day for you. So
Yes.
I understand everything. You play well. You play active. You had some chances, but small inaccuracies and one big blunder lead you into the.
Okay, yeah. I was not really paying attention. I mean, I was not paying attention at all, more or less. And but the thing where he took my first pawn with the queen, I didn't see that coming and didn't calculate that and was just playing. So if you would like to take us quickly through the game, that would be nice. And sorry, Balint, for interrupting again. Last week, or in the last game, round 3, I was really angry that I lost. Yeah. And today it's just another game. I don't care, it's just what it is. So, yeah. So, sorry. Now I keep quiet.
This is good if you accept that like a learning session about Dutch defense and about some opening session. Follow up with a very nice game. I believe your opponent today, Mr. or Mrs. Ogami-itto, played really well and very stable, solid chess. You helped him a little bit, but I think you should never quit from your ideas in this Dutch defense. We just need to learn that better. So all this against the players who likes to play that London system with the d4, bishop f4, knight f3, I think you have a very cool position, and we can see with the computer never big advantage for white with what is generally normal. I mentioned during the stream bishop e2 is something what I don't like so much, and one grandpa move h3. Okay, that is necessary to save the
Mm-hmm.
bishop lead on h2, but you played well, and the main thing here is mm, your development has to be connected with something direct into the center with this e5. That is
Mm-hmm.
the reason why you should develop your pieces. Also, some lack of ideas lead you in some very suspicious directions, like knight h5. First of all, after that, knight is dominated, and I like this move. But that knight h5 must be directly connected with knight h5 e5 idea. That can't go separated.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot separate that two ideas. So quickness and fast approach. Knight h5. If he goes on g5, h6, g5, or something like that, or bishop h2, direct punch into the center e5. That is what is your job to provide in this position, and then you should calculate. You should count that you'll have equal situation. As you can see, the my old laptop, but I think still very truthful assessment for the
Mm-hmm.
computer is plus 0.3. Anyway, that is not a big deal, and you can allow that uh, small small disadvantage. That is just beginning. Follow your idea, and who knows, maybe you'll be maybe you can organize uh, something good for you.
And
So
Balint,
94. I'm sorry.
in my course about the Dutch, the London system is coming up at variation 18, I think. And so far, I'm only at variation 5. So it will come.
Ah,
Mm, mm,
okay. So you're
mm,
still learning.
mm,
I didn't know how much knowledge you have about this Dutch defense, but if you are ready to take some punches
mm,
like today, you will be faster. And who
mm,
cares for the game? Just follow your intuition. Later,
mm,
just try to memorize what was wrong,
mm,
and you are that's the way how you can learn something. Okay, I mentioned that Queen E8 is a little bit suspicious, but if you manage this fast tap
mm,
combo, knight h5 and e5, I forgive you all, and everything is okay. But now you can see you didn't play. Yeah, you play knight d7. What is also I don't know. Okay, rook c1. Is it time for e5? Yes, it is. And knight e4. So we will know. We will know what to do next in the future. Idea is to
mm,
play knight e5 and maybe regroup your knights like this.
mhm,
E5 is you don't need to rush about that. Probably if white goes d5, and Andrew today mentioned this move, and thanks for commentary. Maybe you can play c5, and who knows?
mm,
Uh, I think it's playable. Knight goes here. If he goes knight g5, also you are coming with a pawn storm like you do in the game h6 g5.
mhm,
At first moment, this f4 was you know me, I hate that so much. Not so much, but I thought e5 is necessary to be played. Later, I just realized maybe even that is not good. So you can see immediately when you remove the knight from the central squares, and when
Yes.
you lay, I'm not blaming you. I'm just trying to share my thoughts and speaking about some facts. You have some troubles, and you are not fast enough to organize some fair counter player. You just compare the white pieces. Bishop good, knight good, bishop solid, knight very good. No better squares than f3 and c3 for the knights. Central pawns d4, c4, more space. Bishop dominate this knight, and obviously we cannot expect that we'll have something, some miracle. No, with these pieces, it's really tough. I'm not blaming you. I'm just speaking about facts. So
yeah, everything's okay. No worries at all.
well, even if you don't know how to, even if you never swim before, so mm, F4, as you can see, the best option and best activity. But even in that case, your position is suspicious. This is the moment, crucial moment. I realized that during the game. I was speaking about this option, and that was, in my opinion, fully necessary. You should create, you know, something. This is a weakness. This is e3. You can play bishop h6. Brings some pressure on e3. That after that, I saw queen d4, and then I said, okay, maybe you can play c5. Maybe then, in that case, you can push e5. So I saw, for example, so that first view contact time, of course, I need to check, more about these options, but it's still play. There was a thoughts about that is a playable. Everyone thought that is still a playable game for you. Not specifically this, but all this opening. But then you push maybe the biggest mistake and inaccuracy e5. And that is, of course, product because you have your pieces are not developed, and you have a lack of space, and maybe a little bit dislocated knight. So your advantage should be connected with that fe3 maybe, and create some activities there. Or computer gives bishop h6 solution and queen f7. Doesn't like this e5 move. Of course, now it seems latent that is a direct problem. White can take this one. A small few inaccuracies, you're black, that is a first deficit. Then one inaccuracy or second inaccuracy, and one mistake, bam, it's over.
Yeah,
so now
and
it's
I
plus
didn't
two
have
or
this in my mind at all. I didn't see it at all, and it was not in my calculation at all.
I was not sure. I maybe I don't know how much rook f6, but then when you play this one, I knew you don't know what what is happening here, and that was a direct sign. Oh, Jan, it would be really tough to organize your pieces later. So maybe if you give, first of all, I don't know, can you directly go with some, kamikaze stuff, e4, f3, who knows, and make that fire on the board, chess under fire. But it's, I don't know, it's questionable. Also, I thought you can save your sixth rank and some weaknesses with this move.
Mhm.
After that, I don't know, maybe wants to prepare some aggression, and in that case, of course, you will get some point for this bishop on
Mhm.
c8. That is what I saw, and maybe that is a kind of idea or some variation. You know that from the opening, but later when you played bishop b7, I knew that, oof, yeah, and it's over.
Mhm.
This bishop is okay here. Okay, we doesn't have a better job for him. For sure, he's out of point here, and
Mhm.
definitely for sure, he's completely out of the job here. No time. I know you are planning. You will open bishop sniper c5, something like that, but you saw badly punishment with a
Mhm.
c5 opening, exploiting your weaknesses. Weaken king, knight is not here into the center. You cannot cover, and uh,
Sorry for interrupting. Someone just subscribed. I have never a clue how to see
the
who it was,
beginning with c5.
but
I
thank you
saw
for that,
your
guys.
option, and
Thank you. Mhm.
in this case, we said that yeah, it's playable maybe and have some chances, but later I just calculate a little bit deeper and then realize, oh, it's really
Mhm.
percentage growing naturally. You cannot stop that. Some investment goes down and you cannot stop that. So it's the moment how that goes completely, how as defensive walls. You play well so that this one you will take, and after that 96, but the
Yes, and
main problem is.
Balint, the opponent just joined the chat. He is Spinaki,
And
and again, thank you for playing. It was a lovely game, and I learned a lot, of
the
course, from it. Thank you. Mhm.
only ways to protect. Now we can see the out of points that square for the bishop on b7.
Mhm.
He'll stay with connected with some central squares on c8, and he have a purpose on b7. Oof,
Yes. Mhm.
it's over. And
Mhm.
now I understand completely. He found the best path to
Yeah, it was very
not
clear at the
necessarily
end, everything until the queen taking my pawn. Until there, I was kind of all right. I knew that
no
the
bigger
knight
mistake
on
calculation, and yeah,
h5.
it was easy.
Yeah,
One thing.
I knew that the knight on h5 was like a strange idea, but I thought, well, why not? But yeah, learning experience as always. Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. So as you can see, why some older grandmasters and world champions or some jokes about this Dutch defense. You can see it's super defensively intense.
Mm.
Like you're a wrestler underdog, how to say, or on the floor, and
Mm.
the opponent just uh, uh, have advantage, and you have to stay very long period in
Mm.
defensive mode, like waiting the end of the round, and then you'll get some chances to,
Mm.
okay, we are equal and we are fighting or on the legs, and I'm not down on the floor, and the fight is equal. So that is the problem. That period you need a lot of experience, how you
Mm.
will develop how you will organize your ideas into the center. So
Mm.
very precise move order is fully necessary here. So queen e8, as you can see, directly you like you blunder half pawn from
Mm.
plus 0.3 to plus 0.8.
Yes. Mm.
If you will not play e5, then big question is why you are playing queen e8.
Mm.
Um, that is the point, and this is the real example in these tight positions where you have no um, big oscillation. This is super logical. If you can play everything, if you can play Dutch defense against everything,
Mm.
that must be some consequences, right? So also you have one specific way where you have to go. Otherwise, you'll be worse.
Yes. Mm.
Also in King's Indian defense, you can play King's Indian defense against every opening, right? Knight f6, only e4 or some g4, maybe knight f6 or f5 are not the best moves. But against everything else, you can play King's Indian structure. That is cheap agreement. Knight f6, g6, bishop g7, short castle. I'm fine. Later payment is coming. In Dutch defense, the same story. You can easily develop your first 7, 6, 8 moves. F5,
Mm.
knight f6, g6, bishop g7, short castle, d6, c6. Maybe c6 you're playing also very, without stop. Do I need to do that? Maybe knight
Mm.
c6 is a better move. Think
Mm.
about that. Especially, especially I'm speaking about this structure when your opponent doesn't goes with this idea like g3 and bishop g2. So in that case, you need something what can stop activity from this sniper, this dragon on g2. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Does it necessary? So you can see you don't need to play, and this is improvement
Mm.
for today. So as I said during the stream, big lecture is development. Today, just development or just ideas how to finish your development. All was good. The fight was good, and I know the lack of energy was a problem, and you are tired. So, but anyway, you play well, in my opinion.
Yeah,
So
I'm
just
totally
lack
all
of
right with it. Mm.
knowledge,
Yeah.
experience, and okay, you follow your idea, you play that, you stay aggressive with f4, you stay focus and in some fighting mode. It was not enough. Naturally, position was slightly worse, and that wheels goes in the wrong direction. You cannot stop that. So here is the first break, knight c6. Try to remember that. So instead of c6, especially when
Mm.
he doesn't have this one, I believe you should play this computer move recommended by computer and knight c6 because I think that gives you a faster approach maybe for this
Mm.
one. So this and this. I let's play some, like I like to say, that grand punk
Yeah. Well,
move.
I'll
You
check
should
out. I'll check out the course way
yeah,
more
queen
because
e8.
I think he said that he has, of course, on his radar knight c6, but he
Then if he
decided
allow
to
you that
go.
there is a I'm sorry.
Yeah, so basically in the course he discussed it, like why is he playing c6 instead of knight c6, and he decided for the whole course, I think, to go to c6 instead of knight c6. And of course, I have to delve more into the course and see why and how. And for now, basically, Balint, I just know until here and then it's done. And then it's my own ideas, and they are usually not the best. So, yeah, I'll improve
Okay.
the more time I spend with the course, I think. Yes. Mm.
Uh, Basically, Jan, I think that course and that info is not how to say, definitely truth. That is a
Mm.
theory. So he's
Mm.
probably giving some advices which can be, solid in general.
Mm.
So. you must take that moments and steps when you know very well observation left right where I need to go, and small finances can give you a proper normal equal chances. Otherwise some schematic story can you saw that the problem about this one is e6 square,
Always,
and
yes.
when you come here, queen b3 instantly, and something like this, and
Mm,
e6 problem. Today also d5, and you have the problem about e6
mm,
square. So you should know what to do when he puts some pressure on that e6
mm,
square,
mm,
and basically some standard schematic moves, like
mm.
queen e8 or knight bd7. I will develop my pieces
Yeah.
and do not touch me. Doesn't
Mm.
work. You can see his development is almost done, and of course
Yes,
he
yes, yes.
wants knight.
I
He's
notice
not.
I noticed that Barlind during the game that he is fully developed, and I still again have my bishop and the rook untouched. Barlind, the opponent wrote into chat, and he said
I'm
was
sorry.
move c6 by pawn was to stop knight movement to attack c7. Was move c6
Hello,
by
it's
pawn
me. You're paying.
uh,
Oh,
uh, to attack
hello.
c7? Yes, let's see. Hmm. No, basically, from my point of view, I cannot really tell you why it is C6. It is basically just because of the course, and but there was an explanation, but I probably forgot. So that's the reason for that, and yeah, that's my answer to it. Yeah, and
It's
short.
uniquely.
Hmm?
Mhm.
Yeah, I have a short question to Ogami-itto or Spansky or Chimpanaki. Did you prepare for the game? That's always my first question since the last two games. That would be interesting to me. We'll find out. And Barland, in the meantime, I was just reading chat. It was so nice that Mariko also turned in and Andrew, and so it's really nice of you guys. And let's see if he is typing some. Well, we cannot see who's typing, so we just. There it is. No, it's something else. Okay. So, Balint, I think.
Yes,
Uh,
yeah. Sorry, I was listening. So Queen E8 is questionable. Must have a
mm,
reason, and I don't see the other reason. Only this one. Computer gives some
mm,
strange move like a knight e4, but I don't
mm,
know. Okay, try to check that. Maybe c6 with some
okay. Mm,
ideas could work. Otherwise, I think you should organize your future development with this idea knight c6. I'm
mm,
not sure is that completely necessary, but what I want to tell you about the knight c6 idea is the point. If he goes with something, I don't know, c4.
mm,
You can look at this. You can directly punch him into the center, and if he takes, knight to e4.
mm,
This one, and the problem on e5, and seems strange, but more natural square for the knight. Also, what I want to tell you, sometimes when we have something like this, and imagine if you don't want to push this one, or if you play slowly, you go out with this one, and if your something like this, and you or because of knight e4 or some pressure on the rook, and you are buying some time after this, and you can place this structure. Even if the knight is here, he is not bad, and your opponent can't develop this one because of the other problem knight takes here. And maybe you can organize after some period this type of counterplay here. But also I'm a little bit worried about this square, and you at one moment you should push that e4, e6 or e5, and that is the reason why, in my opinion, knight c6 gives you a good chances, especially against London lovers who likes to develop his bishop on f4. Maybe this is a very cool structure, and how to say schema uh, uh, against this opening. Mm, that's it. Yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Check the c6 and check the knight c6. Decide, and yeah.
I'll let you know. All right.
Yeah.
So thank you, Balint, again for all your work you're doing. It's really, really appreciated. Thank you. And yeah, thank you again, ogami-itto, for the game, of course. If you believe it or not, I still had fun. It was not something where I said, oh, please let this end or stop it. So I was just curious where it goes. And yeah, learning is always the key here. And yeah, interesting. So then my score for the tournament is now 1 win, 3 losses. And yeah, we'll yeah, have 2 more rounds to go. And hopefully I can get in 2 wins. We'll see. And it's always a win as learning is winning. And that is, of course, true. Okay. Thank you and have a very good night. Ogami-itto just said goodbye in the chat, of course. Okay. So,
bye. See you soon. Bye.
Balint, I wish you also a very good night, and we'll stay in touch, of course.
I wish you too, Jan. See you soon.
Balint, one question. Did you have time to eat?
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. I have. Thanks for that.
Okay. Okay, very
Good
nice.
night.
Have a good night.